Confucius, the ancient Chinese philosopher who lived over 2,500 years ago, left behind a legacy of wisdom that continues to shape how we think about life, relationships, and society. His teachings revolve around a few core principles, often referred to as life laws, that aim to guide individuals toward living moral, ethical, and meaningful lives. These ideas, though ancient, carry a sense of timelessness that resonates even in our modern world. At the heart of Confucius' life laws is the idea that a person's character and actions matter profoundly, not just for their own lives but for the well-being of their family, community, and society as a whole. Confucius believed that individual moral development is the key to creating a harmonious society. This focus on morality, social order, and interpersonal harmony is central to his philosophy, which is often seen as a response to the chaotic and war-torn times he lived in. 1. Ren, the art of being human. One of Confucius' most famous teachings revolves around the concept of Ren, often translated as humaneness or benevolence. But Ren is much deeper than just being kind. It's about cultivating an authentic connection to humanity itself. It's about being compassionate and understanding, recognizing that every person you meet is part of a shared human experience. For Confucius, Ren is the virtue that separates us from being merely instinctual or self-serving creatures. To live with Ren means to care deeply for others, to think beyond your immediate desires, and to act in ways that benefit those around you. In many ways, Ren is the foundation upon which all the other life principles rest. Without Ren, there can be no true moral life because empathy and understanding are at the core of what it means to be human. Imagine, for instance, a world where everyone practiced Ren, where kindness wasn't just an occasional gesture but a way of life. The world would be more compassionate, more just, and more peaceful. This might sound idealistic, but Confucius believed that it was entirely possible, starting with the individual. As he famously said, "Do not do to others what you would not want done to yourself." It's a simple, yet profound principle, one that we've heard echoed in many cultures and philosophies around the world. 2. Li, the power of ritual and respect. Li is another core concept in Confucius' teachings, often translated as ritual or proper conduct. On the surface, this might sound rigid or ceremonial, but for Confucius, Li was much more than following formal rituals. It's about respecting the structure and traditions that give meaning to human interactions. Whether it's how we greet someone, show respect to elders, or even conduct ourselves in society, Li is about the deeper sense of order and harmony that rituals and proper behavior bring to life. But Li isn't just about outward appearances or mindlessly following tradition. It's about cultivating a deep respect for the relationships and roles that shape our lives. Confucius saw Li as the glue that holds society together, whether it's the rituals of family, friendship, or governance. It's how we show respect for others and maintain harmony in our interactions. For example, in a family setting, Li might involve honoring parents and elders, something Confucius emphasized greatly in his teachings. But this respect isn't about blind obedience, it's about recognizing the importance of family relationships and showing gratitude for those who raised and nurtured you. It's about keeping the bond strong and healthy, which in turn creates a more harmonious family and, by extension, a more harmonious society. When we think of Li today, it might not be about ancient rituals or elaborate ceremonies, but it can still guide how we interact with others. It could be as simple as showing respect, being polite, and understanding the role that each person plays in our lives, whether they are friends, family, colleagues, or strangers. These everyday rituals help to create a sense of balance and mutual respect, just as Confucius intended. 3. E. The moral compass of righteousness. E, often translated as righteousness or justice, is the internal moral compass that guides a person's decisions and actions. Confucius emphasized that doing the right thing is not always about personal gain or external rewards, it's about acting out of a sense of moral duty. E is what drives a person to make ethical choices even when it's difficult, even when no one is watching, and even when there's no immediate benefit. Confucius understood that life is full of difficult decisions. There are moments when doing the right thing might not be easy, or even popular. However, he believed that acting with integrity and righteousness, was essential for creating a just and moral society. Without people might prioritize their own selfish interests over the greater good, leading to chaos and injustice. Confucius often contrasted the person who lives according to with someone who is focused only on profit or personal advantage. The superior man understands what is right, the inferior man understands what will sell. In modern times, we might interpret this as the difference between someone who stands up for what's right, even when it's unpopular, versus someone who is willing to compromise their principles for personal gain. Confucius challenges us to live with to always ask ourselves, what is the right thing to do, rather than, what's in it for me? 4. G. The wisdom to know what's right. G, or wisdom, is another critical life law in Confucius' teachings. But this wisdom isn't just about intellectual knowledge, it's about understanding what is right and acting on it. For Confucius, true wisdom comes from self-cultivation and lifelong learning. It's not enough to simply know facts or master a skill. Wisdom is about understanding the deeper moral truths that guide human behavior. Wisdom, in the Confucian sense, is about recognizing the complexity of life and making decisions that are aligned with both virtue and practicality. It's about seeing the bigger picture, understanding how your actions affect others, society, and even future generations. Wisdom allows you to balance personal desires with your responsibilities to others, making decisions that are not just good for you but for the world around you. Confucius famously said, "Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance." This humility Six. Shao, filial piety and the importance of family. Family was of utmost importance to Confucius, and he emphasized the virtue of Shao, or filial piety. This is the respect and care that children owe to their parents and ancestors. But Shao isn't just about obedience, it's about honoring the sacrifices that your parents made for you and continuing the family legacy with love and respect. Confucius saw the family as the foundation of society. If family relationships are strong, respectful, and harmonious, society will reflect those same qualities. Conversely, if there is disorder in the family, it will be reflected in societal problems. In this sense, Shao is about more than just familial love, it's about maintaining social harmony through strong family bonds. In today's world, we might interpret Shao as a reminder of the importance of family, community, and the responsibilities we have toward those who came before us. It's a call to nurture the relationships that matter most, to respect the wisdom of our elders, and to understand that our personal lives are interconnected with the lives of others, especially our family members. 7. Zhong, loyalty to the greater good. Zhong, meaning loyalty, plays a key role in Confucius' life laws. Loyalty, in this context, is not just about blind allegiance, it's about being faithful to the greater good. Confucius taught that individuals have a responsibility to be loyal not just to their friends and family, but also to their community and society at large. Loyalty, for Confucius, also extends to self-loyalty, staying true to one's own moral principles and not compromising one's ethics for personal gain. This balance between loyalty to others and loyalty to oneself is what Confucius believed would create a just and harmonious world. Conclusion: the superior men, Junzi. All of these principles, Ren, Li, Yi, Ji, Xin, Shao, and Zhong, come together to form the ideal of the Junzi, or superior men. The Junzi embodies moral virtue, wisdom, and righteousness. He is a person of integrity who strives to live a life in harmony with others, making decisions based on what is right, not what is easy or self-serving. In contrast to the Junzi, Confucius often mentioned the Shaoran, or small person, who is guided by selfish desires and personal gain. The Junzi seeks to cultivate virtue, while the Shaoran is consumed by short-term gratification. Confucius believed that everyone has the potential to become a Junzi, but it requires constant self-cultivation and a commitment to moral growth. This is the ultimate goal of his life laws, to guide individuals toward becoming better, wiser, and more compassionate human beings. In our fast-paced, modern world, these teachings might seem distant or abstract. But at their core, they offer a path toward living with integrity, purpose, and harmony, values that are as relevant today as they were in Confucius' time. Through kindness, respect, righteousness, wisdom, and trust, we can navigate the complexities of life with a moral compass that not only benefits ourselves but also contributes to a more just and compassionate world.